Hey everybody, good morning. Pastor John here. I want to talk to you about a passage in Acts chapter 12. We've been covering that this week in our devotionals, and this is about the church being under siege. Basically, the entire church is being attacked by a king called Herod. Now, this is not the same Herod as in the Christmas story, but pretty much anybody named Herod, they're not really doing a lot of great things, right, where God is concerned. But basically, he's attacking the church. He takes James, who's the brother of John, and he kills him in the opening part of chapter 12. And then he sees that everybody reacts to it really well. I mean, they kind of like this, becomes a political win for him. So he arrests Peter, and he makes a decision to kill Peter as well. But he wants to wait till after the Passover, so Peter is put in prison. Now, I want you to hear the description of what's happening here. Peter is surrounded by four guards of soldiers. Four different squads of soldiers are protecting him. Inside his cell, there are two soldiers chained to him, and there's another two sentries that are outside the door that are guarding the prison. And you would imagine and think that Peter must be really freaking out because his life is on the line. It is entirely likely that he's going to lose his life the very next day. Even the church knows that this is serious because they're praying with earnest prayer, it says in verse 5. That word in the Greek means that they're praying like a muscle being stretched to its limit. They are praying day and night for everything that they can for Peter to be released. But what is Peter doing according to verse 6? It says he was sleeping. He's completely at peace and sleeping between soldiers who are bound to him, knowing that his life is going to be over the next day. Now, just to sort of race through the chapter, Peter does get delivered. An angel comes and he escapes and everything else. And we read this and it's great. And there's a funny little story where they don't believe that he actually escaped. And they're not even opening the door for him at the house he goes to. And then they believe that the servant girl's out of her mind. And everybody else is freaking out because of this worry and anxiety about the church being attacked. But Peter was sleeping and then calmly went to this house. How can Peter be in that place? Well, we read in 1 Peter, where Peter writes later after this incident, to cast all your anxieties on him, on God, because he cares for you. In fact, he even says, humble yourselves under the mighty hand of God, so that at the proper time he might exalt you or maybe deliver you or come through for you. In other words, Peter's saying God cares for you. And if you keep that in the forefront of your mind, it takes care of a lot of anxiety. God's peace can come on you. So I would encourage you this morning, if you're worried about something, if you're anxious about something, go to God in prayer. Lay it at his feet. Let him have it. Don't try to carry it around. Let him have it. Let him have the result. Let him do everything you can, but then trust God to do what only he can do. And I believe that God will come through for you. God will either change the situation or he'll change you because he cares for you. Thanks, Sunrise. Have a great day. Have a great week. We love you.